Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
What is your general impression and assessment of Nollywood?
Our assessment of Nollywood.
Yeah, your own personal assessment and impression of Nollywood.
Yeah, I think it's been evolving. It's evolved. It's improving. You know, by the days we've been through a lot. So the fact that the industry is gaining this kind of attention at this time, it's important. So I believe we're still evolving. We're not there yet, but we're moving in the right direction.
Okay. As a director, who are the other directors in Nollywood whose work you love and admire and appreciate?
I admire some directors, no doubt, and but I probably would not want to mention names. Yeah.
Okay. Now you grew up in you were born and bred in Jos, Plateau State. What fond memories of your growing up days in Jos can you share with us?
Sorry?
I said you were born, raised in Jos. What fond memories of your childhood would you like to share with us?
Jos still has a special place in my heart. My family house is still in Jos. My mom is still in Jos. So I'm in touch with Jos. What Jos did for us is we were not money conscious. It's only when we got to Lagos that that part of but we're not conscious. We are more interested in the art. We just want to get the job done and then let the money come later. But at some point, it's obvious that it's not sustainable. It took me a while. I kept shuttling Jos and Lagos. It took me a very long while to decide, to leave Jos, permanently. But I still go to Jos. That's where my career began. At the time, I had a good relationship with the Nigerian Film Corporation, so of course they have their hand. So everything about Jos is good. The weather is beautiful. The climate, the atmosphere is good for filming. You don't struggle with area boys, although now you struggle with people who are much more than fun them.
All right. Very little is known about you. Why are you so? Why is that so? Tell us more about yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to read up on you, you have why is it like that?
You see, this interview now really is because of somebody like you. I get a lot of sticks for not coming out, and I'm not sure coming out is I'm happy where I am, but somehow living in this time, and age it takes that you must conform, so I'm trying to do that as much as I can. Hopefully we will be out a lot more this time. So that's just me. I wish I could just make my film, go back, make my film, and not bother with the life outside. Unfortunately, it's difficult, at least at this time.
Okay, where would you like to see yourself in the next 10 years? Where do you hope to be? I need us to project into the future in 10 years' time. Where would you like to see yourself?
Yeah, the goal has always been to call short that I want to make films that will make global appeal. That's for me. I want my works to be seen all over the world, not just by people who look like me, who have the same pigmentation or mentality. But I want to be able to make, if they say film language is universal, I want to be able to make films that can be consumed by people irrespective of their tribe, religious differences, race. So I think that's when I would say that I have arrived as a filmmaker. So that's my ultimate dream.
Yeah, Izu, some people are saying whether they can ask questions. Yeah, send your questions, Izu. Let's just give them, let's take 2 questions. You send your questions, let me quickly ask him. What is our to find out from what are the qualities of a good film? What makes a good film?
Okay, what makes a good film or what makes a bad film? Okay, so let me say, what makes a good film is that when one particular element stands out in a film, is a bad film. A good film should be, if you say, if not for this person, that film for no make sense. Or you say, if not for photography, that film for no make sense. So what makes a good film is when you don't pick out one particular. They are all supposed to work similar. You're not supposed to pick out one thing. Everything should work. You say, okay, I have a fantastic story. It was a beautiful story. But there are beautiful stories. There are also beautiful stories badly told. I pity scriptwriters more often because sometimes I interact with some of them. They write, and at the end of the day, they look at the end product and it looks nothing close to the script they wrote. So, a good film is the one that conveys the message that does not that nothing stands out in particular. Everything. Light, camera, acting, story, directing, the seamless integration of all the elements in filmmaking.
All right. Now, Ugo says I should find out from you. What is the most challenging project you have done so far?
Well, the most challenging still remains 76. That's the most challenging project I have done so far. It's the most audacious, the most ambitious, and the most challenging. Of course. When you dream high, aim high, you should also know that the challenges will be at the same level with your ambition. So that's I think it's 76. Yeah.
You mentor, whether you mentor up and coming filmmakers, whether you can take on some people to teach them, educate them on how to make good films. And if you do, how can they get in touch?
Yes, I do. I'm starting a master class this year. So I do. I've been mentoring filmmakers on the sides. I've been a resource person to some film institutes and schools. Well, I'd like to start this year. As a year I set aside to begin to give back. So I'll do a lot this year. They will probably hear when I announce by God's grace.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time, for your thoughts and everything. I really appreciate